welcome back to my channel, or if you're new here, hi, my name is Nicole. I am a part-time reseller on Poshmark, and today I want to talk about certain features that you should know how to use on Poshmark, and maybe you should try using if you haven't already. Some of these are new and they were recently released, and some of these are older features that have been around for a while but not everyone actually knows how to use. So I hope this video helps you with these features, and if you want to see more features that could help you on Poshmark, I do a lot of these videos every couple of weeks because there's so many different features on Poshmark that are really helpful to understand. So if you want to see more of those, I have a whole playlist. I can link it down below. But without further ado, let's get right into today's video. So this first feature, I see a lot of people always asking if I use. A lot of people talk about it. I personally don't use it that often, but there are many of reasons why you should maybe use this feature. So it's called the My Shoppers, and you can also add a tutorial onto the screen on how you get there. But basically it just shows you anyone that's, you know, liked an item or bundled an item or anything like that in your closet. So it's actually really helpful for many different reasons. One, because it helps you get an insight on what items people have liked. And also it helps you understand how many things that they've liked out of your closet. So you know if you could send them a bundle, or if, you know, if they just only liked one item. And so I actually find this helpful, and I've actually started looking at it more and more recently just because it helps me determine who has liked items and what items they have liked. And you could send offers right there, like by just clicking on it. So it's really helpful to actually use. And I see a lot of people that ask if I use it, if I send out offers that way. I personally send them through the bundle, which is a feature I will talk about next. But I think the My Shoppers is a great tool to definitely use. And this was, I think, released last year, and it's a very helpful tool. And if you use it correctly, it could really help you understand your shoppers better. And also it could help you, you know, if you are doing a sale and you know that there are items that somebody has liked from your closet, you could let them know that those items are going to be in the sale, and it's really easy to determine if they like those items or not. So I highly recommend checking out the My Shoppers if you haven't already and really getting familiar with it. There's a lot of cool things that you can see in the My Shoppers, and it's not just, you know, the basics like that. So definitely take a look if you haven't already, and you'd be surprised how helpful the feature could actually be. So the next feature, like I mentioned, is going to be the bundle feature. And while I have talked about this feature before, I still see so many people that are wondering how they can bundle more than one item in a bundle to someone and send it out, or send out an offer. So if you use the Make an Offers button, that only allows you to send an offer on one individual item at a time to an individual seller. So a way around this, if somebody has liked multiple items, or if somebody has, you know, asked you to bundle their items for them, you use the bundle feature by going to their closet, then clicking the little icon that has like a little shopping bag with their logo. You click on that, and then you click the three dots and click switch to sell view. And once you switch to sell view, you will see all of their likes from your closet at the bottom of their page. So if you didn't click switch to sell view, it would be on the shop view, and that would be any of your likes from their closet. But when you switch to sell view and you see all their likes, you can just click the little plus button, and that will add all their likes to their bundle. And then you can click the offer button in the bottom right, and then send out any offer that you want on all those items. And because this is through the bundle, you don't have to send a shipping discount, which is great, and it doesn't have to be a certain amount discounted. So I highly recommend using the bundle discount or the bundle offer if you haven't already. It's really helpful, and I actually really like using it because a lot of the times people will like more than one item, but they won't want to pay shipping twice. And so I really recommend using the bundle feature. It will help you, and it will also give the customer a better deal. And it's kind of a hidden feature. Not many people know about it. And like I said, I have talked about it prior, but there are still so many people that wonder how to bundle multiple items in a bundle to send it out, to send out an offer to them. So this is how you do it, and it's really helpful and a great feature to be using. So the next feature I want to talk about is the Trends Report and why this is so helpful to use. So the Trends Report is a report that Poshmark sends out typically at the beginning of each month, but sometimes they'll randomly put it in as well. And it basically just lets you know what is trending on the platform. So this past month, in the month of August, they actually put out two different reports, which were both really helpful. One was top trending categories, and one was top trending brands. Both of these are really helpful because you can then know what to pick up and what to source, and also what brands are, you know, good and what categories are good. So I find this to be really helpful to use because a lot of the times I go out thrifting and I feel like the trends change by the time I go to the thrift store next. So just having these reports is really helpful to know the up-to-date And like I said, they put them out pretty much every month, so you could check, and then you can just, you know, screenshot it on your phone and then use it when you go out. And this kind of just lets you know, like, these are the things that are going to sell quickly on Poshmark, so get these things listed. And so a lot of people say they don't, you know, see the trends report, they don't know how to access it. It's in the news feed. It will be a little news blurb at the top. But again, I mentioned it's only in the beginning of the months typically. Sometimes they'll put it throughout the month, but if you don't see it, just wait a couple weeks and you'll see the new trends report for each week. And I think you could also look it up if you just Google like trending brands on Poshmark right now or something, and then the brands will come up. So I really recommend using that trends report and really learning the brands that are selling well on Poshmark and also the categories, and then start listing those, and you will see it will really help you sell your items quicker because you're going to be picking up things that people really, really want. Okay, so the final feature I want to talk about in today's video is actually the newest feature. It was recently announced last week, and it's called the partial refunds feature. So this feature is very controversial. Buyers love it, sellers hate it. It's one of those things where it looks like Poshmark would be taking the buyer's side again. And basically all this is if there was a bundle of things that you had sent out, or if an item got damaged in transit or something like that, or if there's a flaw in an item that wasn't disclosed, the seller could offer a partial refund to the buyer, and so therefore they don't have to do an all or nothing. Like, they don't have to completely return the item or completely not return the item. And so I think this can be good, but I think it could also be misused, and I saw a lot of sellers already complaining that they think it's going to be misused quite often. But I also saw a buyer that mentioned to me the other day that she's very grateful for this because she ordered a bag on Poshmark, and it said it was new as tag, but it came, you know, messed up. I guess the person didn't package it very well. So she was able to get a partial refund. So in situations like that, I actually think that is a very good situation to get a partial refund. But I do think in many cases, buyers tend to make up things or try and scam the sellers, and then the sellers are going to end up losing money. So I'm curious to see how this is going to go going forward. I'm curious when, you know, this will take into effect for me and when I'll have my first buyer, you know, ask for a partial refund. And it'll be a case-by-case basis for me whether I think it's good or not. But right now, I'm already leaning towards the side of I'm not sure how I feel about it. I think it can be good, but I also think it can be risky for sellers. So let me know down below what you think of this partial refund feature. It's interesting, and I'm not sure if it's really what people were asking for on Poshmark, but hey, at least it's something new. So let's see how it goes and see if it's helpful. And also let me know down below if this has helped you so far, if you've actually used this feature so far. I know some people have, I know some people haven't. So let me know if you've used it, if you think it's going to be helpful, if you think it's going to be bad, and your experiences. I would love to know them down below. Okay, so that is all the features I'm going to talk about in today's video. I hope this was helpful for you, and I hope these features are things that you can definitely use in your day-to-day activities on Poshmark and that are going to help you have more success on the platform. Like I said, if you want to see more feature videos, you can check out that playlist down below. I do these all the time, and I think it's so important to understand the different features on Poshmark to make sure that you have the most success with the platform. So if you want to see more features that you should be using, you can go ahead and click right here. And if you want to see a video on things that you should stop doing on Poshmark that are killing your reselling business, you can click right here. But until next time, I will see you then.